Now, remember last week when I talked about Starbucks, everyone loves Starbucks and their uh, troublesome union. The union had made some very interesting posts on Twitter, which resulted in immediate backlash for Starbucks. Long story short, they had posted some celebratory posts about some things going on over in the Middle East. This is something that you find, a lot of far leftists kind of tacitly endorse, by any means necessary type kind of things, or they'll like coincidentally ignore some of the things that their quote unquote freedom fighters do, and explain it away by saying, yeah, but you look at the history, just the history. This, yeah, that was bad, but yeah, okay, the innocents, yeah, okay, innocent civilians, yeah, okay, yeah, but okay, you get a lot of that. So Starbucks, their union puts out this like very inflammatory post, and a boycott ensues. So now Starbucks corporate is suing or threatening lawsuits of the barista union with they're threatening the baristas union with legal action over their tweets that supported the quote unquote freedom fighters. This is amazing. This is like this is kind of the woke FAFO. So they had, obviously everyone knows that they, if you watch me, you're not getting Starbucks coffee anyway. You're going to, coffee brand coffee. But this story is hilarious, and we're going to get into that after a super quick word from this video sponsor. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, in current year, everyone basically has to have VPN. It's a extremely versatile and now basically required tool of browsing the modern internet. And that's why I'm happy to be partnered with Private Internet Access and have been for over a year now. It's a VPN I use, it's a VPN I recommend to my friends and family, and I have a massive discount for my viewers. In short, a VPN allows you to change the location that you may be seen as browsing the internet from. This helps you unlock television shows and movies that might not be available in your area. It allows you to browse the internet anonymously. Heck, even right now, we just saw several countries, for example, Google and Meta are now blocking news in Canada. And, well, how are you going to get your news? Well, you could change your location. VPN helps protect your privacy, secure your data, and bypass network blocks. It comes in extremely important all the time. That's why I have it on my computers, laptops, and mobile phones. Private Internet Access is an open source app with no usage logs, unlimited bandwidth, high-speed global server network, dedicated apps, powerful encryption, and 24/7 live support. Unlock the power of the internet and stay censorship-free by using my link in the description below and get yourself Private Internet Access today at a massive discount. Starbucks has now threatened a union representing thousands of its employees with legal action after it espoused support for the Terrys on social media, according to a letter obtained by the Washington Free Beacon. Last week, the Free Beacon reported that the Starbucks Workers United expressed, quote, solidarity with Palestine in a now deleted social media post. The union's chapters in Iowa, Chicago, and Boston promoted rallies in support of the attacks, including a, quote, long live the resistance rally in Boston. The union's backing of this incident that cost more than $1,200 drew widespread condemnation, including calls from Senator Rick Scott to boycott the coffee giant over the union's stance. Now, of course, people have freedom of speech in this country. People have their you're allowed to support them vocally or with written word or whatever the case is. You may have your reasons for supporting either side of this. But I think what the issue is that people they're using the Starbucks name and causing real backlash. Like they are saying, they are representing themselves as Starbucks because it is the Starbucks Workers Union. And Starbucks is getting all the blowback. The employees they pay, all they do is get more Twitter followers. I don't understand. A lot of people might be asking too, like, I don't understand why all these workers' unions are getting involved in this stuff. I don't know either. I'd be more worried about long-term job security and automation right now. Of course, then Starbucks says it vehemently rejected the union support for them and is now demanding the Starbucks Workers United immediately cease and desist from using the company's name and logo. I had a feeling that's what it was going to be. See, I usually just, that's why I don't read the articles ahead of time. Sometimes it ends up bad. Sometimes I'm even like 5 minutes through a video and I'm like, oh, this story isn't what I thought it was. I'm going to get rid, I'm going to end here or something of that nature. But in this case, yeah, I suspected it was because they're using the Starbucks logo and Starbucks is the one that's getting all the blowback. Starbucks does not support your organization's position. Starbucks counsel Rocky C. Tsai wrote to Lynn Fox, the international president of Workers United, which oversees the Starbucks union. This matter must be resolved immediately. If it is not, we will seek all appropriate legal relief, including without limitation monetary damages. This is your classic FAFO thing. A lot of the unions left on this planet are rife with commies. Not all of them. Certainly, I imagine like in the pipe fitters and steel workers and stuff like that are probably not. But I think that a lot of these other unions, like, is there really a need for a coffee shop? What's supposed to be a part-time job? Do you really need a workers union? I don't really think so. I think they do this because most of them are commies. And really, most employees, by the way, from what I can tell at Starbucks, are not members of these. Starbucks Workers United, exactly. So I knew it. Look at me go. Starbucks Workers United, which represents only 3% of Starbucks employees. So they have this union, of which there are 97% of the employees are not a part of it. 97% of the employees at this company are not a member of this union. So when the union says, "Hey, we're Starbucks Workers United," the implication is that they're some huge portion of Starbucks workers, but they're not. They're like, it's like nobody. It's a couple hundred people in a company of 20,000. That's how that percentage breaks out. Now, it's landed support from liberal lawmakers like Bernie Sanders, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and Megamind John Fetterman. The Starbucks union joins other American liberal groups in siding with the Terrys. The Democratic Socialists of America, which counts 5 House Democrats as members, held rallies across the country in support. Now, I do think it's important when you're reading a lot of these articles. There are the Terrys, which I think are much easier to universally disavow. And then there's using that, interchangeably with just regular Palestinian people. I do think that it's important to separate the two. Maybe you disagree with that. I understand, especially if you have family there or you have a more, direct impact of this. But I still think it's important that we point out that, we're talking about a group and then we're talking about all the civilians in the middle. And then again, Starbucks disagrees with union over solidarity. I mean, they're just done. These people are just, are cooked. They're not, and then you have this too, by the way. Fired Starbucks employee leaks every drink recipe online. A former employee from the globally renowned coffee chain Starbucks has caused quite a stir on social media. The ex-employee took to X to leak detailed information about the company's elaborate menu. The incident is not an isolated one, as several other employees who were previously fired from Starbucks have also shared the company's menu on TikTok. The Starbucks is known for its signature Java chip frappe and other unique offerings enjoy a massive global following. However, it's also infamous for its high prices The brand sells its own range of cold brews and iced coffees in stores. Well, you know who else sells iced coffee? Coffee Brand Coffee. A Starbucks employee got fired and she posted every Starbucks drink. You're welcome. I mean, I don't really think most people can really reproduce these drinks anyway. You need all sorts of machinery and all their special whatevers. But I'm a big fan of, Starbucks, getting in trouble for obvious personal financial reasons. I admit it. I like when bad things happen to Starbucks because then I can remind people that coffeebrandcoffee.com exists, promo code the quartering, and you don't have to worry about a company getting woke or getting political in any way. I just love the amount of effing around and finding out that's happening right now in society. It's kind of great.